hours, maybe 4, a rainy November.
We're going to proceed with the hand count. It says that when we have the ballots in, all the ballots are in the house. We have 10 precincts that remain to be posted. I have 4 memory packs that are damaged, and I have to read the ballots for those. I have 6 precincts from where we have the ballots in-house, and we were going to get the memory packs this morning. We are going to continue. Everything is in the facility. We're going to continue. And no, we don't. I saw the email. We do not have access on any of the machines out there. It was untoward for that to go out.
No, it's a different word. It was AXCESS.
I'm telling you, we're not going to argue that.
No, we're not. We're not arguing
Brakey,
that.
I get to decide who goes to the hand count. You will not be allowed in the hand count today. So if you go out there, you'll be sitting in the car. Understand? Okay?
The hand count is today?
Hand count the training for the hand count will be today.
Okay.
We have all our people show up. We train them in the afternoon at 1 o'clock. The hand count itself will be tomorrow. We start at 9 o'clock, and when we have our 44 from each side, then we start our hand count.
Question is how many more votes you estimate are left to be counted now?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
We look and see probably about there's 300-some thousand.
I'm not going to answer any more of the questions.
Well, whose question? Can you ask that question?
We're observers here, only observers.
I'm here representing with the Libertarian Party.
Which is an observer.
And you know, if we pull the lottery, we're part of the lottery.
No, you are not. The two parties, the 2 largest parties are going to do the drawing. Now, that's the way it's going to be.
And is not worth fighting for. The fix was in. That's all she wrote. They did not win. Our hearts, our minds, our vote.
Give me a sheet here.
Mr. Manoil, I really ask that you would preserve the right of your party, and you would look at the law book right now and read it before you do this, sir. Who has the green book? If you please pass him. He's a lawyer. He needs to look at what the finding is.
Mr. Brakey, you are not going to disrupt the counting of this process. Ms. Corsica, you folks are just not going to. Okay. You're just not going to disturb. We're going to go ahead and.
To make a statement, and you know, I'm an observer, and you know, the Secretary of State's manual states that I'm allowed to ask reasonable questions.
That's it.
Now you're saying that I cannot ask reasonable questions?
I am saying that you're going to, if you continue to be disruptive, we're
I
going to
don't need to be disruptive. I'm only doing my
Mr.
job as an
Brakey,
observer, man.
then you tell your chairman your concerns, and he'll bring them to me. You're not going to hold this
So I
up.
cannot ask reasonable questions?
Not right now. Keep going, right?
Okay.
This is my democracy. You won't go telling me my vote don't matter anymore.
Mr. Brakey, I can answer any questions outside the room, so you
I would just
stop
like to note
disrupting.
is that I believe that this is not following the procedure. I just want that put on the record. Thank you.
Okay, these are the envelopes that contain.
This is my democracy. You won't go telling me my vote don't matter anymore.
How long is the training going to run?
Usually runs between 1 and 4 is what we try and do.
Okay. Let me ask one more question here regarding the hand audit batches in the clear and red top tubs. Can we put additional seal stickers on the corners of those boxes, because the pin it's not a matter of drill it out, it's a matter of pop it out, and then the side opens and you put your hand right in without breaking the seals.
You brought your film through yesterday to show us how that could be.
Okay.
These are secure. They're going from here straight out there. They will be coming in under the most security that anything could ever have. Yes, a seal can break. No, I don't think that is necessary.
with an understanding, and I assume you've seen the process, that the report itself is sealed,
Yes,
similar
sir.
to what we've done and sealed
Yes,
the process.
yes.
So even if you got into there, I don't know how you would manipulate that report.
You wouldn't have to manipulate the report. Your computers have a record of, for example, one of the boxes contains EV batch 17-38. Your computers have a record of what votes are supposed to be in 17-38. So you don't need to get into the sealed envelope.
You do, because that's part of the process, and probably at the training you'll see that that's how we actually do the final verification.
That's how you do the hand count. But I'm saying,
That's what those are for.
if
Mr.
some,
March, if you want to come to the observer training, you're welcome to do that.
With what is known, and the evidence is clear, I'm not alone.
Mr. Brakey.
Yeah, I'd like, just for the record, ask two questions. And first, just simple statement. For the record, I believe that this lottery, in my opinion, does not follow the procedures of the Secretary of State's manual. It violates it by the statement of votes cast have not been provided. Also, all the precincts are not in, and the results. That's why we delayed in Pima County to a Friday before we had a lottery. This election violates many other procedures in the Secretary of State's manual. But most of the poll tapes out in the precinct, this is the only county I know in the country, does not sign the bottom of these poll tapes. The result cartridges and memory cartridges in the procedure manual state that there shall be sealed, and we'll have two people bring them in. That is not the case in this election. Next point, the chain of custody violations on this election, from what we observed, and people everywhere, are very serious. We find it hard to believe that there's any county, the fourth largest county in this country, who has elections responsibilities, could provide to the poll workers 10 seals that are exactly the same for the extras. That is a very strong chain of violation, and if both of you are, when you're lawyers, you will realize that custody and chain is very important. I also would make a recommendation at this point that the 23 bags that have been would have additional seals that the observers could put on to make sure there's no way that those bags can be opened up and handled. And that Mr. March's request on that over there is also handled, because we do know that you can use the computer and print up. You do not need to open up that envelope. Now, both of you gentlemen, as chairs of your parties, have a responsibility to your country and your Constitution to make sure that this vote is accurate. The law that we helped pass was minimum. We built it for a Diebold system. We did not understand a Sequoia. There are 300,000 plus votes out there. Now, I'm
Mr.
ending
Brakey.
right now. My last question, ma'am, is I would like to respectfully ask why you are not allowing me to come in to this hand recount. Thank you.
Mr. Brakey, it is my choice. I believe you to be disruptive. In Pima County, they had to arrest you. I do not want you in and around the hand count, and I do not want you in and around the hand count because I believe you to be disruptive. You had to be arrested in Pima County. That is not happening this time, but that's my decision, and I have made it.
Okay. Thank you for answering that.
Right, this is done. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, John.
This is our democracy. We'll fight to keep it free. You won't go telling me our vote don't matter anymore. Our vote is well worth fighting for. Our vote is well worth fighting for.